This is the moment where everything you've worked for meets everything you've got. This is the battle for the red banner. This is the right way to play. This is the NAIA.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal. The sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us, on the roads that unite us. NAPA has America's largest network of parts and care, here to be the fuel that keeps you firing on all cylinders.
Where could reinvention take your business? Accenture, let there be change.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Crispy hot hash browns, sweet savory McGriddles, refreshingly cool iced coffee. Oh, don't mind me, just doing my morning affirmations. Crispy hot hash browns, sweet savory McGriddles.
Busy mornings? Call for McDonald's. Right now for $6, get a big breakfast with hotcakes, complete with a biscuit, sausage, scrambled eggs, and hash browns.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NAIA Network for the 6th Annual NAIA Women's Lacrosse National Championship. My name is J.J. Jackson. We've got exciting coverage for you today, live from Jack Allen Sports Complex here in Decatur, Alabama, the semifinals of the Women's Lacrosse Championship. The NAIA representing 237 member institutions across 21 conferences wide, committed to the true spirit of competition and being a champion of character through 5 core character values of respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. Today, the Benedictine College Ravens taking on the Keiser University Seahawks, a semifinal to send them to the national championship game. The Keiser Seahawks in the blue jerseys. It'll be the Benedictine Ravens in the white jerseys. These two teams won in the quarterfinals here on Monday to start championship week in Decatur, Alabama. And now they're looking to move on to the championship. This should be a fun contest between these two teams. As our first quarter is set to start with the first draw control of today's game. Up in the air and won by Benedictine College. Quickly to work is Kiera Russell. This is such a prolific offense. We saw Benedictine College win in the quarterfinals by a score of 24-4 over Lawrence Tech. These two teams met in the regular season, did Benedictine and Keiser. The Ravens won that match by a score of 20-10. A 10-goal victory for Benedictine the first time these two teams met back in March. Here's the player of the year in Kaylin Moore. She's prolific. On the move, a shot and a save. Boutwell standing tall in net. That's Raylan Boutwell. Keiser comes into today's game after a 17-7 victory over Reinhardt in the quarterfinals. So second game of the week for both of these squads here in Decatur, and they're hopeful that after the game today, they will have won and able to move on to the national championship on Friday. Got a step. Here's a shot and a save. Benedictine, though, able to secure it. Kaylin Moore, again, player of the year. The All-American. As we've got a green card here called against Benedictine College. So we're set to move forward. And the Seahawks will get to possess it for the first time in today's game. It's Lyle Checkis that got the green card. On the run, here comes Keiser. Looking for an angle, Easterez. One of the many All-Americans on this squad for the Seahawks. Molly Owen, the keeper here for Benedictine. Long outlet pass. Here comes Russell. Space in front of her, and the pass is off the mark, attempting to find McKenna Hall. Easterez up ahead. Here's another All-American in Isabel Vrensen. Isabel Vrensen on the move. She's a New Zealand native. Keiser looking for an open lane. Couple of minutes gone by here in our first quarter. 50 on the shot clock for the Seahawks. Here's a shot and a goal. The first goal of the game belongs to Keiser. It's Melina Easterez that scores it for the Seahawks. The senior from Pembroke Pines, Florida. Take a look. Job well done. Face-off here won by Benedictine College. Here comes the player of the year in Kaylin Moore. Passes back to Chekas. Outside the 12-meter. Benedictine trying to find an open look. In the first meeting between these two teams, they scored the first 4 goals. Different story as Keiser scored first. And a save made here by Boutwell. Takeaway. Here come the Ravens. And here's a goal. Siegel finds the back of the net. One our score. Easterez scored for Keiser. Siegel responded for Benedictine. And the all-important draw control. Poked away here from Benedictine, I should say. But Keiser controls it on the move. Here goes Belton. Tons of speed for Lizzie Belton. Pass knocked away. Nice defense there from Ava Moore, but Vrensen has it behind the net. At the X to Jabot. Emily McCall. Looking for an open teammate. Here comes McCall. Thought she had an angle. And defended well, back out to Vrensen. Outside the 12-meter, approaching the 8-meter mark. Has a step, here's Jabot. Spins back, no shot. 35 seconds on the shot clock. Impressive defense right now here from Benedictine. Exactly what you're looking for. Loose ball, and it's scooped up by the goalie, Molly Owen. Here come the Ravens. Five minutes gone by here in this first quarter. Chekas has it for the Ravens. The give here to Emma Rushing. McKenna Hill. There's Vinarski. Siegel on the move, and a save. And Keiser able to come out with it, as Belton will play it low to Boutwell, and she'll clear. Benedictine College won last season's battle for the Red Banner. After a perfect year, they're trying to do the same. They've yet to lose this season. Keiser trying to pull off the upset. As you can see, Coach Claire Hansen There's Claire Hansen, named the NAIA Women's Lacrosse Coach of the Year. Here come the Ravens after the takeaway. Long pass out ahead here from Owen. And Malin Smith will look to run. Collision there with Bailey Walker. And Bailey Walker is given the green card. Here come the Ravens, tied at 1, about halfway gone by in the first quarter. This is our first semifinal game of the women's lacrosse field. Behind the net, give and go, and a block. Nice stop there in goal by Boutwell. Hildebrand had a good setup for Easterez, but it was knocked aside. Or I'm sorry, for Chekas. Tess Geiger looking for the angle. Behind the net. Jabot on the cut. Couldn't catch it. Geiger's there, though. Emily Ferris. So far, this has not had the goal scoring of the first meeting between these two teams this season. These defenses are standing strong. We get a free position look here from Mackenzie Jabot. Keiser looks for an opening. Benedictine's going to get it back. My apologies, a free position shot upcoming. Easterez at the top. She's outside the 12-meter. Over to Vrinson. Vrinson back with it, number 18 in blue. Looking for an open teammate. Tightly defended there by Chekas. Jabot. Bodies collide. On the move, here's a shot and a goal. That's Tess Geiger, number 10, scoring for the Seahawks. And very happy Keiser fans. And members of the men's lacrosse team for Keiser are here as well. So an important draw control. Kaylin Moore led the country in draw control wins this season. And again, the NAIA Player of the Year. Moore controls it now. Here comes number 2 in white. Under 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Hildebrand with the pass and a goal. Working behind the net, Alexa Hildebrand was looking for an open cutter. It was Kiera Russell, and very quickly a response here from Benedictine. Not even 30 seconds of game time gone by. Officially 26 seconds between goals, and the response here from the Ravens. Another draw control, tied at 2 with 4.5 to go here in this first quarter. So impressive to watch both these teams at this level, at this stage. Been dreaming of these moments the whole season, and now they're finally here. A battle for it. And controlled by Keiser. Kaylin Moore playing tight defense, and we'll get a whistle. A green card issued to Kaylin Moore, and she'll have to exit. Too aggressive, swiping with the stick. And back in play. Chabot behind the net. Deflected and controlled here by Keiser. Open player in the middle, out to Vrinson. Chabot again behind the net. Here's a cutter, and it's dropped. Molly Owen, the goalie for Benedictine College, held on to it. Looking for someone open. Here's an outlet pass to Ava Moore, carrying it in the midfield. Long pass up ahead. And now into the offensive attacking zone. Here's Hildebrand. She's already got 1 assist today. She is really dynamic behind the net. Kaylin Moore back in after the green card. And Moore has it now. Three minutes to play in this first quarter. Here's Russell. Russell backing it out. Now to Moore. Looking for a step. Kaylin Moore spins. And a call here against Keiser. We'll have a free position shot from straight on at the 8-meter. This will become tricky for the Keiser Seahawks to stop the player of the year in Kaylin Moore. 2 consecutive seasons that she's been named player of the year. And off the mark. Here's Hildebrand quickly bringing the ball back into play. Gives to Russell. Looking for the angle. 2.5 minutes left. Hildebrand over the head of Moore. And the loose ball scooped up by Siegel. Carries it, dropped it for a moment. Hildebrand tried to shoot it, and it's taken by Boutwell, the Keiser goalie. Here come the Seahawks as Bailey Jennings wants to run the other way. Here's Lizzie Belton. Up ahead to Emily McCall. McCall racing into the zone. Now she's behind the net. Chabot and Easterez play catch. Here comes Alina Easterez looking for a cutter. Out to the top, it's Frenson. And this is a player knocked down. Take another look. Kaylin Moore aggressive once again there on the defense. And now a free position look for Keiser. This is number 23, Reese Lynch. She scores. No, that was off the side of the net. My apologies. No goal from our angle. Looked like it got in there. Just tied at 2 with under a minute to play. Russell spins, looking for a step. 35 seconds and moving on a counting clock. Hildebrand looking for some help. 20 seconds left. Here's Moore. And Kaylin Moore scores. Kaylin Moore picks up the goal. She found a step off the feed from Hildebrand. And she gives Benedictine College their first lead of the game. "11 seconds remain here in the first quarter. To midfield for the draw control. One here by Benedictine, and Kaylin Moore wants to hold on to this as long as possible so the Ravens can start the second quarter with possession. Exciting first quarter of play, and it's a 1-goal lead for the Ravens. Their perfect season, a pursuit of back-to-back championships on display here against Keiser. One quarter is complete as you're watching the 2026 Women's Lacrosse Championship on the NAIA and Urban Edge Networks. We will be right back.
Peloton, come on, let's get this workout started. Claire Manchester, you got this. Heart rate stays up. We're moving to the mat. Let's go, Peloton. Bring that thunder. We did it together, Peloton.
This cough.
Mucus levels are high today, huh?
Not today. I got Mucinex 12 hour.
Mucinex 12 hour works continuously to break up mucus and move it up and out. Rid the congestion, kill the cough.
We're obsessed that you're so obsessed. So Olive Garden's fan favorites are back. I mean, who can stop thinking about that tender braised beef tortelloni? Not the thousands who pleaded and petitioned for a comeback. And of course, you're a ravioli di portobello ride or die. And Molly can't wait to meet little 4-cheese manicotti. Embrace the obsession before they're gone, starting at $12.99.
And welcome back to Jack Allen on the NAIA and Urban Edge Networks, where we start the second quarter as Keiser trails 3-2 against Benedictine College in the semifinals. A look at Lauren Chismar in her 10th season as head coach of the Seahawks. First head coach in Keiser school history. She's held on to the spot ever since. They're winners of the 2021 Red Banner and hopeful to win today so they can compete for another one. It will be Benedictine College that has possession to start the second quarter. And these teams will flip ends as well. Benedictine will be looking to score from left to right across your screen. Seahawks going right to left. Ravens in the white jerseys, Seahawks in blue. And this pass is taken away. Picked off by Catherine Griffin. She's heading the other way. Seahawks trailing by 1. Griffin has a step, trying to get past Moore. She shoots and scores. Gotta love the emotion in games like this. Catherine Griffin made the play. The men's lacrosse team for the Keiser Seahawks loves it. Griffin again had the interception, took it the whole way, and scored. Take a look at the replay. She just did not slow down. See Benedictine College trying to communicate in transition. And a bouncing goal, a good one. Tied at 3. Another important draw control. Quick work, won by Kaylin Moore. Pass up ahead to Siegel. Pass in front of the net. Dropped in transition there by Hill. But ultimately won here again by the Ravens. Here's Kaylin Moore. How can the Ravens respond? Kiera Russell, a senior from League City, Texas. Behind the net has Hill. McKenna Hill. To Siegel. Siegel on the move. Her shot low and blocked. Boutwell saves it. Long pass out in front. And going to be won by the Seahawks. Here they go on the move. Jabot looking for some numbers. And she'll head back towards behind the net. And Keiser will look to set something up. Here's a spin. A shot and a block. Wow. That looked like Tess Geiger is going to be able to bring it home. Benedictine has numbers. Here comes Kaylin Moore. She's got Engel with her. Going to keep it herself. Moore knocked down. Here's a look at Kaylin Moore in transition. Here's a free position shot and a goal. Kaylin Moore scores it, her second goal of the game. And the Ravens go back in front. Kaylin Moore gets the job done. She was in transition. Got the foul. And then was able to take advantage of a free position shot. Four to 3 the score with the Ravens on top. Brinson to Jabot. Mackenzie Jabot looking for a good angle. Back out to Keiser. Here's a pass caught by Jabot. And we'll get a free position shot here for the Seahawks. Rushing is called for the foul. Can Jabot capitalize on the opportunity? Yes, she can. Mackenzie Jabot scores, and we're tied at 4. There's the foul. And then we saw the free position shot right here. So Kate Griffin versus Kaylin Moore in the draw control. Moore hits the deck. Here comes Walker. Walker finds Jabot. Jabot and a save made by Owen. Molly Owen makes a great save. Here comes Benedictine. And a turnover here from the Ravens. Checkis couldn't handle the pass. Vrinson gives to Lynch. Here's Ferris. Easter is. Loose ball handled by the Ravens. Long pass up ahead. Moore secures it. Moore was going to keep playing, but instead we've got a green card. That's going to be signaled here against Kate Griffin. McKenna Hill, and we will have a timeout here called by Benedictine College to set something up. You're watching the 2026 Women's Lacrosse Championship on the NAIA and Urban Edge Networks. We'll be right back.
Nobody does insurance like the Zebra.
got you, Mike.
I just found the perfect policy at the best price for you.
Told you. Nobody does insurance like the Zebra. We monitor your insurance and inform you of savings the moment we find it, so you never have to second-guess your policy or your price. Find out how much you can save today.
Hooves in.
Peloton, come on, let's get this workout started. Claire and Manchester, you got this. Heart rate stays up. We're moving to the mat. Let's go, Peloton. Bring that thunder. We did it together, Peloton.
Welcome back to Jack Allen Complex here in Decatur, Alabama on the NAIA and Urban Edge Networks, where we are in the NAIA Women's Lacrosse Semifinals. Keiser taking on Benedictine, and we are tied at 4. The Ravens called timeout. And we will resume. Siegel has possession, gives to Kaylin Moore. Moore will operate behind the net. Hildebrand thought she had a look. And we will have a free position shot coming for Hildebrand. Maya Francisco called for the foul. Quick pass to Moore instead of the shot. A cutter on the way, and a turnover. Chabot now in the midfield. Gives it up. Got Lynch with her. Here comes Reese Lynch. Her shot. No good. And claimed by Vrinson. Bailey Walker here to Easterez. Here's Vrinson. And a loose ball. Here come the Ravens, and here comes Kiera Russell. She can fly. Russell plays back to Moore, and she'll look to slow it down. Checkis. Now to Engel. Engel to Russell. Russell. Siegel back to Russell. Under 8 minutes left until halftime. Tied at 4. Will someone get open for Alexa Hildebrand? A willing passer for the Ravens team. She can also try to do it herself, and that shot's off the mark from Hildebrand. And these two teams met back on March 21st, and the Ravens won 20-10. Here's Russell. Siegel dropped it, and a runaway opportunity here for the Seahawks. They look to push with numbers going the other way. On the run, this was Emily McCall. Ava Moore's out there defending. And a steal. Intercepted by Kaylin Moore. She's got numbers. Moore's out in front. Over to Siegel. Siegel. And a bad pass to Engel, and that's going to be a turnover. Those type mistakes just feel so much more amplified when you get this deep into the season. Can Benedictine make up for it on the missed opportunity? Here's Lynch. Pass up ahead to Gia Swiger. Here's a pass and a goal. How about Michaela Madden, the sophomore from Ackworth, scoring the goal to put Keiser in front. Benedictine thought they had a chance to take the lead. Instead, it was a turnover, and Madden scores. Keiser Seahawks lead by 1. So here's a draw control. A battle for it, and Keiser controls. Geiger. Five minutes until halftime. And we've got a green card here given to Alexa Hildebrand.
Those stuff are so a lot of them are up there, but I need to get that insecticide.
Geiger looking for an open teammate, has Vrinson behind the net. Seahawks lead by 1. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the first half, and a goal. Tess Geiger. It's a 2-goal lead for the Seahawks. Look at that shot. A thing of beauty. And the fans quick to remind the world that Tess Geiger, just a freshman, number 10. The 5'7" freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio. There she is. Face-off here between Kate Griffin and Kaylin Moore. Excuse me, a draw control. And Griffin knocked down. We'll see a yellow card here against Chekas. Got to control your emotions. It's the message from these coaches to both teams. And back into play. Jabot can't hold on to it. It's going to be a turnover. That's not what Keiser was looking for. Can Benedictine make them pay? Ravens want to get back within 1. They scored 24 goals in the quarterfinals, but here today in the semifinals, the offense has been slowed down. Credit to the defense here from Keiser. And now we'll have a free position look here for Hill as a green card is given to Keiser, the Seahawks. It's Aaron Martin who got the green card. Hildebrand Here's a spin. Hildebrand's jump shot off the mark. And we will have a free position shot coming here for Benedictine. And Lizzie Belton is shown off. She picks up a card. Here's the shot coming from number 20, Alexa Hildebrand. She's also had some quick passes off these free position looks. It's a pass back out to Moore. In front of the net, and a save. Raylan Boutwell knocked it free, or saved it, I should say. Jabot split the double team. Great footwork there from Jabot, and she lost possession and claimed it right back. Here's a ground ball. That's won by Bailey Walker and Keiser. A green card given to Emily McCall here with 3 minutes left. Kaylin Moore with the jumping catch. Gives to Hill. Here's Siegel down in the corner. A shot and a goal. Hildebrand brings the Ravens back within one. Here's Siegel. Found Hildebrand cutting, and she scores. Let's see how this draw control goes as the Ravens are back within one. Seahawks lead 6-5. And it's the Seahawks who win the draw control. McCall dropped it for a moment, claims it back up. On the move, there's Gia Swiger. Vrinson is back behind the net. Looking for some help. She gives to Jabot. Here's the footwork from Jabot and a pass behind the net. So a clean look here. Bailey Walker is going to have a free position shot. See if Molly Owen can stand tall. Save. Here come the Ravens. Check us out in front. Looking for a step. Siegel. And a goal. Strong-armed shot there from Bella Vernarski. Isabella Vernarski, look at this, to tie the game at 6 with less than a minute until halftime. Whipped it in. All the emotion from the Ravens squad. And this becomes a critical draw control with 40 seconds until halftime. "40 seconds is a lot of time for these offenses to operate. Can somebody capitalize and actually take the lead into the locker room?" It's controlled here by Benedictine. Kiara Russell carries it into the Ravens attacking zone. Here's Siegel looking for someone to get open. Less than 20 seconds. Here's a goal! Look how quick they work. Siegel gives Benedictine College the lead here before halftime. So 15 seconds to play until the break. It's a 7-6 lead for Benedictine College. Draw control won by the Ravens. They have outshot the Seahawks 16-10 in this opening half. And the first half comes to a close. The Ravens trailed by 2, but then came back and were able to take the lead. The Ravens lead the Seahawks by 1 at halftime. 7-6, Benedictine College has the lead over Keiser as you're watching the 2026 NAIA Women's Lacrosse Championship on the NAIA and Urban Edge Networks. We will be right back.
Keep your chest lifted.
Meet Andrew from the Zebra. Andrew lives and breathes insurance. Andrew stays up all night watching the Zebra find people's savings. You might think nobody could love insurance as much as Andrew, but at the Zebra, everybody's really into savings. The Zebra monitors your insurance and informs you of savings the moment we find it. So you never have to second guess your policy or your price. Nobody does insurance like the Zebra. Find out how much you can save today.
Wiener Schnitzel knows the best fish comes from the waters of Alaska. That's why we brought back our fish and chips in the Sea Dog, made with delicious Alaskan pollock. Wiener Schnitzel, American food.
This is the moment where everything you've worked for meets everything you've got. This is the battle for the red banner. This is the right way to play. This is the NAIA.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal. The sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us, on the roads that unite us. NAPA has America's largest network of parts and care, here to be the fuel that keeps you firing on all cylinders.
Where could reinvention take your business? Accenture, let there be change.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Crispy hot hash browns, sweet savory McGriddles, refreshingly cool iced coffee. Oh, don't mind me, just doing my morning affirmations. Crispy hot hash browns, sweet savory McGriddles.
Busy mornings? Call for McDonald's. Right now for $6, get a big breakfast with hotcakes, complete with a biscuit, sausage, scrambled eggs, and hash browns.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Peloton, come on, let's get this workout started. Claire and Manchester, you got this. Heart rate stays up. We're moving to the mat. Let's go, Peloton. Bring that thunder. We did it together, Peloton.
This cough.
Mucus levels are high today, huh?
Not today. I got Mucinex 12-hour.
Mucinex 12-hour works continuously to break up mucus and move it up and out. Rid the congestion, kill the cough.
We're obsessed that you're so obsessed. So Olive Garden's fan favorites are back. I mean, who can stop thinking about that tender braised beef tortelloni? Not the thousands who pleaded and petitioned for a comeback. And of course, you're a ravioli di portobello ride or die. And Molly can't wait to meet little 4-cheese manicotti. Embrace the obsession before they're gone, starting at $12.99.
Brace your taste buds. The new DQ Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket comes with cool DQ soft serve as a dip for just $6.99. Add one of our new Tajin lemonades. It's the new Spicy menu, only for a limited time.
Nobody does insurance like the zebra.
Okay.
Got you, Mike.
I just found the perfect policy at the best price for you.
Told you. Nobody does insurance like the zebra. We monitor your insurance and inform you of savings the moment we find it, so you never have to second guess your policy or your price. Find out how much you can save today.
Hooves in.
Peloton, come on, let's get this workout started. Claire and Manchester, you got this. Heart rate stays up. We're moving to the mat. Let's go, Peloton. Bring that thunder. We did it together, Peloton.
In the club, I might just pause. Look at my feet, come kiss my toes. I move my waistline fast and slow. I do too much, yeah, I do plenty. Friday and I just got paid. I can talk my talk for days. They love how I fling my braids.
Keep your chest lifted.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go, 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 go.
And welcome back to the 2026 Women's Lacrosse Championships on the NAIA and Urban Edge Networks. We are at the Jack Allen Complex here in Decatur, Alabama. Start of the second half here of the semifinals. The Benedictine College Ravens have a 7-6 lead over the Keiser University Seahawks. 2 quarters remain to send one of these teams on to the championship. Kaylin Moore, the 2-time player of the year, number 2 in whites, has been dynamic throughout her career, and that's certainly the case once again today. It's been a balanced attack as Siegel has a step and has a goal. Lorelei Siegel. And they're back up by 2. So here comes another draw control. Hill and Kate Griffin will battle for it. Here's the official's whistle. And here come the Ravens. Already 1 goal to their tally here in the second half. Made quick work out of the break. Both these teams looking for those halftime adjustments to earn a spot in the championship. Moore dropped it for a moment, able to stay with it, and strong defense by Lizzie Belton. The All-American needed to come up with a clutch defensive play, and she did. Here's a clean poke away, and Caitlin Moore wins it right back for the Ravens. Siegel out in front. On the move. Tough defense here being played against Czechis. Here's Hildebrand. She shoots and scores. Alexa Hildebrand. Second goal of the half here for Benedictine College. As we'll get a look at the replay. Czechis, clean pass underneath, and Hildebrand scored it and did the rest. Here comes Kaylin Moore. She's able to hold on to it. And there is a spark to this Ravens team since halftime as Vrinson tries to chase her down. Moore gets it right back. Engel. Hands now to Hill. Looking to make a move. Siegel lost it for a moment, but able to pick it back up cleanly. Hildebrand from the X. Czechis. out in front. Right now, the All-American Belton is trying to stay step for step with Moore. Here's a bouncing shot that ricocheted off the post, and Vinarski tracks it down. Here's Siegel. Her shot scores. Tremendous offense on display here for Benedictine College to start this third quarter. Again, these two teams met back on March 21st, and the Ravens won that game 20-10. It was a very competitive first half. Keiser had as large of a lead as 2 goals, but it has been all Ravens so far to begin the second half. And just over 3 minutes of play in the third quarter, the Ravens are outscoring the Seahawks 3-0 in this second half. Lauren Chismar just watches on for the Keiser squad. Draw control, and it'll be the Ravens who claim it. Here comes Vinarski. She'll carry into the attacking zone. And a green card here against Chabot as she exits. Here's Russell. A cutting Hildebrand, and it's a save. Boutwell able to come up with the save on what looked like it was going to be a clean shot and was a clean look for Hildebrand. Keiser looking to get on the attack. There goes Reese Lynch. Brinson looking for an open lane. .45 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be a free position look here for Keiser. Bailey Walker. No good. Here come the Ravens. Aggressive check here from Brooklyn Kohler, and she's given a green card. So a 4-goal lead for the Ravens, and they're going to control it as we get back into play. Ava Moore to Russell. Kiera Russell gets it into the attacking zone, nearing the edge of the 12-meter. Behind the net. And we will see a free position shot here for Benedictine College. There's a shot off the mark. Hill's got it, and we'll look to set something up. Hildebrand now gives it to Rushing. Behind the net, here's Hill. In front, picked up by Venarski and off the mark. Or a chase, and it is Keiser who controls it. And on the move, here's Easterez. Lost it momentarily. And now they'll look to run. As Owen now has it, the goalie for Benedictine. Chabot takes it back for Keiser. The give is to Vrinson. Michaela Madden scoops it up. She scored a goal in the first half. Looking to operate. Can someone get open here for the Seahawks? Big collision between Jabot and Owen, the keeper. Now the ball's loose. Owen is down. And we'll have a stoppage. Look at this. It was taken away by Molly Owen, and then as she stood up, the ball was knocked free, and now it'll be a free position shot for Keiser. Play it in quickly. Here comes Madden, popped up in the air, and the Ravens claim it. It's Kaylin Moore. Moore gives to Owen. Owen to Ava Moore. Ava Moore to Kaylin Moore. The two-time player of the year, Kaylin Moore, takes a shot low. Here's Russell. Hill gives to Siegel. Goal line extended. And Siegel poked. No whistle. Moore. Siegel's open, but Kaylin Moore keeps it herself. Moore's bouncing shot off the mark. Here's Lizzie Belton. She comes up with the pass over to Maya Francisco. Carrying across midfield. And Keiser looking to cut in to the 4-goal deficit, and we'll see a timeout. With under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter, we've got a timeout in the action. We'll be right back on the NAIA networks.
Meet Andrew from the Zebra. Andrew lives and breathes insurance. Andrew stays up all night watching the zebra find people's savings. You might think nobody could love insurance as much as Andrew, but at the zebra, everybody's really into savings. The zebra monitors your insurance and informs you of savings the moment we find it, so you never have to second guess your policy or your price. Nobody does insurance like the zebra. Find out how much you can save today.
Wiener Schnitzel knows the best fish comes from the waters of Alaska. That's why we brought back our fish and chips in the Sea Dog, made with delicious Alaskan pollock. Wiener Schnitzel, American food.
This is the moment where everything you've worked for meets everything you've got. This is the battle for the red banner. This is the right way to play. This is the NAIA.
And welcome back to the Jack Allen Complex here in Decatur, Alabama on the NAIA and Urban Edge Networks. Beautiful day here in Decatur as we are in the third quarter of the women's lacrosse semifinals. Benedictine College taking on Keiser. It's a 10-6 lead for the team in the white jerseys. The Ravens trying to go back to the national championship game for the second consecutive season. They had an undefeated season a year ago. They're undefeated so far this year and looking to continue those ways. Keiser won the Red Banner back in 2021 under head coach Lauren Chismar, looking to get back. So possession here for Keiser out of the timeout. Again, with under 3 minutes, or under 4 minutes, excuse me, until the fourth quarter. Putting in some work. Here's Gia Swigert. The All-American's been relatively quiet today for the Seahawks. In the quarterfinals win over Reinhardt, Keiser scored 17 goals, just 6 so far. Here's a shot that's off the mark. And we're set to have a free position look for the Seahawks as Easterez hit the deck. Melina Easterez. We'll see what decision she makes here on the way. No shot. Comes up with the pass instead. And back behind the net go the Seahawks. Isabel Frenson. Over to Jabot. In front, Vrenson. Open teammate. Here's a shot and a goal. Beautiful work there as Emily McCall able to score, and the Seahawks are back within 3. Check out the great play from the Seahawks. And another important draw control coming up. Draw control won by the Ravens. Here comes Benedictine College. Passing around the field here on the Ravens attacking zone. Checkis, give and go with Hildebrand, and she scores! That is a thing of beauty. That is a textbook give and go. Checkis, give it up, get it back, get it to the back of the net. Great cut, and bounced it in. And lots of emotion from this Ravens team. Here's another draw control. It is won by the Ravens. Finarski. Room in front, here's Siegel. Outside the 12-meter. And with 80 seconds remaining in the third quarter, for now, Benedictine looks as though they want to slow tempo down a little bit. Siegel in the corner. Belton defending. There's a save made by Boutwell. They needed it. Seahawks on the move. Back to Vrinson. In the middle. Madden couldn't hold on to it, but it's picked up there by Walker. Chabot. Off the post. And controlled here by Moore. Here's Hildebrand, and the quarter will come to a close. Benedictine College will have possession when the fourth quarter starts. They've got a 4-goal lead here in the semifinals. Ravens trying to get to the championship game. Seahawks want to find a way to come back. Fourth quarter coming up next. You are watching the 2026 Women's Lacrosse Championship on the NAIA and Urban Edge networks. We will be right back.
This is the moment where everything you've worked for meets everything you've got. This is the battle for the red banner. This is the right way to play. This is the NAIA.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal. The sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us, on the roads that unite us. NAPA has America's largest network of parts and care, here to be the fuel that keeps you firing on all cylinders.
Where could reinvention take your business? Accenture, let there be change.
It is time for the fourth quarter. Welcome back to the 2026 Women's Lacrosse Championship on the NAIA and Urban Edge Networks. My name is J.J. Jackson. We are at the Jack Allen Complex here in Decatur, Alabama. And the Ravens of Benedictine College have a 4-goal lead as the reigning national champions. They're 15 minutes away from getting back to what would be a title game. Ravens have possession to begin the final quarter. Kaylin Moore being defended by Jabot. 70 seconds on the shot clock.
We need to stop at $8 general and go get insecticide. This thing is disturbing our work.
Here's Moore, right outside the 12-meter mark, in towards the 8. A shot and a goal. Kaylin Moore comes through.
What the fuck are these, bro? Jesus Christ.
12-7 our new score. As we'll see another draw control. A draw control. That will be taken by Keiser on the violation. Kate Griffin quickly up ahead to Swigert. The final score of the regular season meeting between these two teams was 20-10. Here come the Seahawks. Chabot looking for an angle. Over a minute gone by here in the fourth quarter to 5-goal lead. Bouncing shot off the mark. Vrinson looking for some cutters. She looks for the angle and doesn't have it. Molly Owen standing tall in the cage right now. Jabot. Quick pass dropped. A shot and a goal. Kate Griffin on the feed from Jabot. (12-8) our new score. Here comes the draw control. Kaylin Moore controls it. And she'll carry it into the Ravens' attacking zone. Gives it to Siegel. Here's Moore. Looking for an open teammate. Hildebrand to Moore. She scores. Kaylin Moore is up to 4 goals today. Hildebrand's up to 3 assists. 4 goals also for Siegel, but here was the 4th from Kaylin Moore on the feed from Alexa Hildebrand. And a breather here for Kaylin Moore. Twelve and a half minutes remaining in the contest. A very important draw control coming up right here. Down in the corner is Siegel. Back to Vinarski. Just an unbelievable program that Benedictine College has been able to operate the last several years. We'll see a free position shot coming here for the Ravens. And Keiser's been a strong opponent here today. We'll see Checkis take it. And a stoppage before. Violation on Keiser, so another free position shot. And this one's also blocked. Here come the Seahawks on the move. Jabot receives from Madden, and Madden will exit. To the top. Here's a pass on the interior. And Jabot can't hold on to it cleanly. Ground ball picked up by the Seahawks. They've got 40 seconds on the shot clock as Bailey Walker settles down with it behind the net. Here's a steal from the goalie, Molly Owen. Job well done. As Ava Moore will look to win the foot race. Vrenson and Walker are there trying to escort her out of bounds. She's able to give back to Ainsley Willingham, an All-American for Benedictine. 5-goal lead for the Ravens. Hildebrand behind the net. Checkis claimed it back after the missed shot. And she's knocked down. Lizzie Belton given the green card. Ravens will bring it back into play. Siegel's got it. Here's a cutting Hildebrand. She scores. Third goal of the day for Alexa Hildebrand. Look at the ball movement. A cutting Hildebrand. And she got the job done. Hildebrand, the 5'3" junior from Long Island, New York. Dynamic scorer and setup player. She's known to rack up assists. Nine and a half minutes to play here in our first semifinal game. The 2-seed Cumberlands and 3-seed SCAD Savannah are the next semifinal game to follow. That will get started at 7 p.m. Central Time tonight. We'll play a pair of men's semifinals tomorrow. The Women's National Championship game on Friday. And we close out the week here in Decatur on Saturday with the NAIA Men's National Championship game. Ravens taking some clock. Here's Moore on the move. And Moore, the save here from Boutwell. Knocked free here by the Ravens. Engel up to Russell, and she can bring it into the attacking zone. Play and catch here are the Ravens with 60 seconds on the shot clock. They lead by 6. Keiser's been held to just 2 goals so far in the second half. Siegel to Venarski, back to Siegel. Hildebrand's behind the net. Siegel keeping it herself. Here's a pass and a goal. Siegel to Venarski. To the scorebook as Venarski scores the goal. Here was the takeaway that Benedictine was able to come up with. And that set up the offensive goal. Siegel with a flip to Venarski, and she did the rest. Kaylin Moore will take the draw control here against Catherine Griffin. 7 minutes left, 7-goal game. A lead of 7 for Benedictine College, or if you're on the blue team side of things, you're looking at the 7-goal deficit for Keiser. Keiser in the white jerseys, or excuse me, Keiser in the blue jerseys, Benedictine in the white. Pass to Venarski. She just scored a goal. Set up by Siegel, who has it now. Under 60 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to bring a double. She'll give to Hildebrand behind the net. Hildebrand looking for a cutter. Moore. Shot is wide. And they hold on to it. 35 seconds on the shot clock. Out to Chekas. Chekas knocked down, and we'll have a free position shot. A save made in net by Boutwell. A ground ball. That's won here by Gia Swigert and Keiser. Out of play, though, and the Ravens take possession back. Kaylin Moore has a step as she gets it into the attacking zone. Siegel faked the pass. Tries to find the step on Belton. Rushing with it now. Back to Siegel. Here's Hildebrand. Kaylin Moore downhill. She shoots and scores. The two-time player of the year, Kaylin Moore, adding to her highlights. Her 5th goal of the game. That's a beauty. And we have a timeout here. Benedictine College has doubled up Keiser here in the 4th. 16-8 our score as you're watching the NAIA Women's Lacrosse Championship semifinals on the NAIA and Urban Edge networks. We will be right back.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com. Welcome back to the Jack Allen Complex here in Decatur, Alabama on the NAIA and Urban Edge networks, where it is a 16-8 lead for the Ravens of Benedictine College. They were undefeated national champions a season ago. They are undefeated so far in 2026 and under 5 minutes away from going back to the national championship game.
This offense has been special. They scored 7 goals in the first half. They have outscored the Seahawks 9-2 here in this second half. Led, of course, by Claire Hansen, who is the Coach of the Year here in 2026 at the NAIA level, and the Player of the Year in Kaylin Moore, 2-time Player of the Year. On the move, and a save made by Boutwell. Looking to run, here's Jabot. Defended by Willingham. Behind the net against Owen, and she comes up with the save. Benedictine College wins the chase, and they get it right back. Close range attempt there for the Seahawks, but nothing to show for on a long outlet pass. Here comes Moore. She'll bring it into the attacking zone, and the Ravens are content to run some clock. As Hildebrand holds it. And now the Ravens will swing it around. Two minutes to go. – 16-8 the score with a minute and a half to play. As Kaylin Moore exits. Here's a pass on the interior. And we'll have a free position shot coming here for the Seahawks. And time called. Waiting the official's whistle. Under a minute to play. A pass, Jabot. Save made by Owen. Molly Owen is up to 7 saves in the game. She secures it. Owen has 4 players around her. Loads of contact from the Seahawks. As we get another look, the aggressive nature here. Loose ball on the ground. We'll get a free position look. Officially have 28 seconds on the clock. As Chabot will get a chance on an empty net. Jabot scores. – 16-9. Our new score. With 26 seconds remaining. And this was pretty simple. Smooth follow through there from Jabot. And now our score is 16-9. A draw control. And it's going to be given to Keiser as their season is winding down. A lot to be proud for when you think about this Seahawks team. Bailey Walker to Jabot. Another save made by Owen, and that'll do it. Benedictine College wins it 16-9, and they are heading back to the national championship. The fans are wearing Beat Keiser shirts, and they did exactly that. On to the title game, going for back-to-back, and a dream season is over here for the Keiser Seahawks. Very fun and exciting game played by both sides. More coverage coming up momentarily as you are watching the 2026 Women's Lacrosse Championship on the NAIA and Urban Edge networks. We will be right back.
Crispy hot hash browns, sweet savory McGriddles, refreshingly cool iced coffee. Oh, don't mind me. Just doing my morning affirmations. Crispy hot hash browns, sweet savory McGriddles.
Busy mornings, call for McDonald's. Right now for $6, get a big breakfast with hotcakes, complete with a biscuit, sausage, scrambled eggs, and hash browns.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
On their outstanding season, we want to recognize the Keiser Seahawks in reaching the Women's Lacrosse National Championship. To commemorate this elite season, we ask the captains to come forward and receive their semifinalist trophy. Again, the Keiser Seahawks. And at this time, we want to congratulate and ask that Benedictine put their marker on the board.
high school, their men's team did them bad. They didn't even came out the second half to support the whole left.
Alright, here she comes. She's right here. You got me unmuted? The winning team here today, the Benedictine College Ravens, knock off Keiser by a score of 16-9, and they move on to the national championship. Now chatting with their goalie, Molly Owen. You guys are headed back to the national championship.
Yes, sir.
How does that sound?
It sounds great. I mean, we have more work to do, but we're so excited to get one more game together. So we're going to fight as hard as we can to get another dub.
How were you guys able to be so successful today?
I think, I was thinking at halftime when we played Keiser in the season, the score was very similar to what it was during our regular season game against them. But I just think this team is a team that's going to outlast any other team. Like, we have so much endurance, so much grit. We love each other so much. So I don't think anyone's going to be able to outlast us.
Was a lot of the preparation looking back at that first meeting that you had played against them?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Was a lot of your preparation going into this game reflecting back on that game that you had played against Keiser earlier this year?
I mean, we focused on a lot of our own prep, like recovery, nutrition, etc. But, I mean, yeah, we watched a lot of film on them from that game and then also their other games like the conference championship game and then their previous game a couple days ago. So
you had 9 saves in net today. What was that like going up against the dynamic offense that Keiser has?
Yeah, I mean, they have a great offense, so it was great. I mean, I owe it all to my defense. Like, they worked so hard. They were absolutely everywhere, and I couldn't have done it without them. So.
All right, what's it going to take for you guys to be successful come Friday night?
I just think we just got to keep being us.
Get some rest. Enjoy the win. Congrats.
Thank you.
That's Molly Owen as the Ravens are heading back to the national championship game. Congratulations to Benedictine College. Another semifinal game still due up for us as our coverage will continue momentarily. You've been watching the Battle for the Red Banner on the NAIA Network. Our final score from Decatur in this one, Benedictine knocks off Keiser 16-9. Championship continues at 7 p.m. Central tonight. As always, head over to NAIA.org for complete details. So, for our entire production crew, this is J.J. Jackson saying so long from Jack Allen Sports Complex. You've been watching the NAIA Network.